Hello and welcome, students, families, staff, to Dr. William Cobb Elementary School 2021 academic school year. My name is Matthew Schwartz, licensed clinical social worker, school social worker at Dr. William Cobb Elementary School. I'm here to share with you information about our Wellness Center and programs that are run through our Wellness Center. I would like to share my screen with you. So the goal of my presentation is to inform families about programs and services offered by the Wellness Center and to review the key components and how to access those programs. If you need to get a hold of me, I'm at schwartzm@sfusd.edu. As the school social worker, I am the designated mental health provider at the school. My job is to assess students' mental health, collaborate with students, families, school staff, and service providers, provide both students and families with referrals. In elementary school, some common mental health issues are separation anxiety. Sometimes we see low self-esteem, trauma, anger, identity issues, issues around family relationships or peer relationships, sexuality, and occasionally suicidal ideation or self-harming behaviors. On a daily basis, I can be found doing in-class behavior support, supporting students or teachers in classrooms with social emotional learning support, reading books or doing presentations. I can be found in our Wellness Center, doing check-ins with students, helping them refocus or reflect, helping them get back into class and ready to learn. In the Wellness Center, we do a lot of restorative practices, which is helping students learn how to solve peer conflicts. I do a lot of de-escalation or crisis management when necessary, help supervise our mental health interns, and facilitate and run our programs from the Wellness Center. At Cobb, we partner with community-based organizations. The CBOs that we work with provide direct services to our students through individual therapy and groups. This year, we are partnering with YMCA Urban Services. They are providing us with a part-time marriage and family therapist, as well as a mental health intern. We are also working with UCSF Hearts. They are providing our staff with trauma-informed teaching practices. And they are also providing consultation around our trauma groups. We are receiving a second mental health intern through San Francisco Unified Student Intervention Program, which is out of school health. If you are interested in connecting your child with mental health services, please reach out to me or your teacher, or your child's teacher, sorry. Restorative practices is used throughout the day at Dr. William Cobb Elementary School. It's used in the classrooms to build community and to build relationships. It's also used to solve conflicts, peer conflicts, and sometimes group student conflicts. Here's a picture of some restorative practices happening at our school site. The Wellness Center is a safe, positive place for students to develop their social emotional skills and receive mental health support. During learning from a distance, I will be offering wellness office hours where students can come on to Zoom calls and check in with me. And we can talk about any types of issues or support that might be necessary. When we are at school, students are allowed into the Wellness Center with a pass or a phone call from their classroom teacher. The student signs in and communicates their reason for their visit. Students are given a set amount of time to be in the Wellness Center. Most referrals are less than 10 minutes. Of course, we want to get our students back to class and learning quickly. The Wellness Center is broken down into 4 areas based on common student needs. The first one's a de-escalation area that has trampolines, floor mats, a balance ball, punching bag. Another area of the room is our quiet reflection corner. We have a teepee, comfy carpet, beanbag chairs, a privacy chair. We have an area for restorative practices. It's 2 couches and comfortable chairs where students can sit around in a circle and talk about their problems and come up with solutions to solve them. And then we have a reward corner that's filled with board games and art supplies and also school supplies. We use these with our behavior interventions as well as for mentoring and sometimes as alternative recess. A big program that we run at Cobb is our Student Assistance Program. It goes by the acronym SAP. SAP is the gateway for student and family support services. Participants in this meeting include the teacher, principal, and support staff. To have a referral, a family, a teacher, or support staff that completes a 1.0 request form, and I can provide those for anyone that would like one. This year, our SAP meetings will be held on Monday afternoons. Generally, we focus on about 3 student referrals, and we design individual support plans for those students. All of our support plans are strength-based, evidence-based, tracked and monitored with fidelity. Students having academic, behavior, social, emotional, or attendance concerns are all eligible to be referred to SAP. Students and families are consulted and provide consent before plans are implemented. Another program that we have is called the Student Success Team. It goes by the acronym SST. SSTs are student-focused meetings held with the student, family, teacher, principal, and selected support staff. SST meetings are designed to strengthen the partnership between the student's family and the school to support student learning and social emotional growth. Families determine strategies, interventions, and supports used to support their child after discussion with teacher and support staff. We are partnering with families, and the families have control over whatever supports and interventions the school puts in place. And again, all of these plans are strength-based, evidence-based, tracked, and monitored with fidelity. Response to intervention is also used at Dr. William Cobb Elementary School. These are therapeutic behavior interventions that are used to support select students that need a little extra support. It's a collaborative process between myself, the teacher, the student, and the family. We create behavior interventions, we track them and monitor them. And then the idea is that we will modify and eventually reduce the behavior intervention once the student no longer needs it. Some examples would be behavior contracts, school home notes, check in and out, class pass, and self-monitoring. Most of these interventions have a reward component. At Cobb, the school nurse and I are in charge of the 504 plans and are the 504 coordinators for the school. 504 plans can be created for students who have disabilities that interfere with learning but do not qualify for special education services. 504 plans can be written for both physical and mental health disabilities. 504 plans are legally binding and all accommodations must be followed by the school. If you're a teacher and you have a student with a 504 plan and you cannot comply with the accommodations, please let me know immediately so we can hold a meeting with the student and family, review the accommodations to make sure that the school is in compliance. Attendance. Dr. William Cobb follows SFUSD's attendance policies. Student attendance is monitored weekly by the Child Welfare Attendance Liaison, CWAL, the principal, myself, the family liaison, and the student advisor. If your child is sick, has a doctor's appointment, or there's a death or funeral, please notify the main office with a phone call or a written note. Absences of more than 3 days, please send a written note. Our school is listening to our parents, and we are making efforts to support student attendance. A few things that we implemented last year were early morning drop-off, on-site after-school program, bus pickup from neighboring after-school programs, school-led walking school bus for families that live in the neighborhood, and home visits, or an increase of home visits. SFUSD's attendance policy: after 3 unexcused absences, the first truancy letter is generated. The family will get a phone call from staff at the school, which is documented. After 6 absences, a second truancy letter is sent out, and the school will call to schedule a meeting. It's called a SART meeting, Student Attendance Review Team. There, we meet and collaborate and work with the family to come up with a plan to support the attendance. There is an attendance contract that's signed. After 9 days, there's a third letter sent out, and the family is asked to attend a student attendance review board meeting. This is held at Pupil Services with the CWAL and the district attorney. From there, they create an additional support plan and follow and monitor the attendance. And if it does not improve, they can be referred to truancy court. We do our best to try to prevent our families through going through SFUSD's attendance policy. Let's work together and get the students to school every day on time, ready to learn. Okay, one of my favorite programs is our Mentoring for Success program. The main program is run out of SFUSD's School Health Department. I'm the mentor coordinator at Cobb. Students who need extra support are matched with adult mentors who meet weekly for an hour during non-instructional time. Mentors and mentees develop a relationship or a friendship that hopefully makes the student feel more connected to school. The research or the data shows that mentoring improves student academics, attendance, and behavior. 86% of students say it helps them do better in school. We have additional programs for foster youth and for students and families experiencing homelessness. If these apply to you, please reach out to our school secretary or to your child's teacher, and I will contact you from there. Okay, so that's a quick overview of what we're doing in the Wellness Center. I hope that was informative. I'm stopping my screen share. Again, welcome to Cobb. Welcome back to Cobb. And if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, my email is schwartz@sfusd.edu. Welcome back to Cobb, or welcome to Cobb. Let's have a great year.